Shalom, shalom. Let us give our praises to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah Ba'ashem, Rukal Kadash, Brakathah. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutation to the brothers, teaching truth and sincerity. Um, you know, it's the Lord battles coming at y'all with another one. Basically about, what's going on. Just this is gonna be a little bit everywhere, going into some history, going into history about the so-called white man, natives, the children of Israel, because we're living in times where Genesis 49, I'm going to read it, Genesis 49 and 1, and Jacob called his sons and said, gather yourself together that I may tell you that which shall befall you in the last days. And we're living in them times where Jacob, our forefather, told us what's going to befall us in the last days, and each tribe is going through his last days prophecy, his last day trial and tribulation, man. And we all know about, and what I want to touch on is Gad. It's a Genesis 49. And 12 and 19, it's a Gad. Gad means basically true. Gad basically Gad is the Native Americans, which is the so-called Native Indians today. A troop shall overcome him, but he shall overcome at last. 1492. You watched the movie. That's when Christopher Columbus or Christopher Colon, or Cristobal Colon, sailed to the Americans, man, and basically, try to colonize the indigenous people at the time, which was Gad, which was natives. All right, and ever since then, it's been a constant war. It's been a constant war, man. It say they've been fighting for over 300 years, but they've been fighting longer than that. We've been fighting since the womb, man. But you want to get technical, if you look up when did the Indians war start and ended, it say 1622 to 1924. And the basic last thing what they did was something called the Wounded Knee. Was December 19, 1890 at Wounded Knee, South Dakota. Another massacre ended 300 years of North American Indian wars and a forced Indian removal act. Because you had Reuben too. Reuben, what you call the Seminole Indians, was down south. All right, Florida, various other places. The United States Army equipped with 4 rapid-fire Hotchkiss guns, which really nothing but a Gatling gun, mowed down 146 Lakota Sioux men, women, and children, man. So the white man, the devil, man. All right, these is things that he did, man. And we live in them times where, verse 19, Gad, a troop shall overcome him. Troop did overcome us due to various ways. I just touched on certain things. I name, date. But it was all prophecy because of us going off, man. The so-called white men today are their biblical nationality are the Edomites. They come from a man named Esau. When you read in Genesis about Esau, the story of Jacob and Esau, because they was twins, all right? And you read about that. The one that came out first came out red as an hairy garment, right? He came out with no melon. He came out with leprosy, and the only person who has that down pat is the so-called white man of today. So that's how we identify them. Of course, through prophecy, of course, through uh, the Lord gave it to us. The Lord gave us that prophecy, to identify that devil. So Genesis 49:19, a troop shall overcome him, but he shall overcome at last, man. A troop overcame him for sure, man. But we shall overcome at last. Gad shall overcome at last, man. These fucking devils, they go around rape, rob, and murder all these different nations, and think they have nothing to pay for it, man. Well, the Lord, a wake up call about to happen. The Lord about to fucking destroy you devils, man. Let me get this in Isaiah 14. Isaiah 14 and 21. It says, prepare slaughter for his children, and that's what they always say, because they're gonna say when you bring up history. Oh yeah, even let me just say this: during the Wounded Knee, Judah was in there too. Judah was in the mix of and Wounded Knee. It just wasn't native. It just wasn't Reuben and Gad. It was actually Judah, the so-called Negroes of the day too. And you know what Scripture proves that is you know what Scripture proves that Jeremiah 50:33. Let me get that real quick. Jeremiah 50. And 33, it say, thus said the Lord of hosts, said the children of Israel, that's talking about the northern kingdom, Gad, Reuben, and so on. Then the children of Judah, talking about Judah, Benjamin, Levi, were oppressed together. So during that Wounded Knee, we was in a mix. They had Judah in the mix. We was oppressed together under who? The so-called white man. And this not talking about no other time period but now, because we was never really oppressed together, man. When we was in the kingdom, when David had his, David and Solomon had peace, Solomon had peace, but after that, the northern kingdom went off. They got taken to the Syrian captivity various times. The Judah went off. They went to the Babylonian captivity. We was oppressed separately, but the time where you can say that all the tribes was major oppressed together was only here in America. That's the only time we was actually oppressed of our heritage, oppressed of we lost the name of Yahweh Bahashem, of Yahushua, really put in chains, spat on, became bywords. Those curses actually applied when we came to the Americans. We were scattered, all right. During the slave trade, due to Gad, various other things, man. So we're living in those times where that shall befall us. So it said the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together, and all that took them captives held them fed, and they refused to let them go. Their Redeemer is strong. Our Redeemer is Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua. Lord sent the Comforter to us, which is the Bible, the Holy Scriptures, to comfort us and give us the understanding. Sent us apostles and elders and teachers to give us understanding of what's going on. It said the Lord of hosts is his name. He shall thoroughly plead their cause. Yeah, he gonna plead our cause. Meaning he gonna. That's why he's exposing these devils for what they really are, man. He pleading our cause. Amen. Yahweh Shah. The scriptures say that the day of anger, the day burneth of vengeance, he burneth in his heart, man. So So Yahushua is actually is pleading to the Father. Yahushua Yahushua was ready to come back yesterday. You know what I'm saying? So Yahushua is pleading our cause that He may give rest to the land and disquiet the inhabitants of Babylon. Right? The so-called white man. The so-called white man. All right. The so-called white man is the inhabitant of Babylon, because Babylon is America is a modern day Babylon, man. It's a modern day Sodom and Gomorrah. It's a modern day Egypt. It's a modern day Assyrian. It's a modern day, Persian. Meaning, this kingdom is this kingdom got all them mixed in one. Okay. I got all that mixed in one. Slack it, brothers. I mean, with the modern day Persians, of course, is the modern day Persians is really of course is Iran. But I was just saying how those nations, all those are mixed in one spiritually. Is because Babylon, guess what it means? Confusion. Confusion, man. And yo, it was just brought to my attention, man, that even, man, I gotta show y'all this shit, bro. I'm gonna look it up. No, I do that for another video, but it's crazy. I'm gonna definitely show y'all the comparisons of Babylon of today and the Babylon of ancient. How it's literally the same. I'm gonna do a video on that, Lord willing. It's a sword is upon the Chaldees, right? The Lord Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua, he put it in the minds of German scientists to create nuclear missiles. Okay, that's the sword. 200 million missiles is going to hit America. It's going to destroy America and all the inhabitants thereof. All right, for all the wickedness that they did here in America. Fucking devils. A sword is upon the liars, and they shall dote. A sword is upon her mighty men, and they shall be dismayed. Yeah, Yahweh Bahashem, Yahushua gonna destroy it, because people think, or when Lord just look, the Lord only using the Russians for one test, but guess what? Russia gonna be destroyed too by the Lord. All right, the Chinese gonna be destroyed too by the Lord. These heathen mighty men of the earth is gonna be destroyed. And these elites of this society, the rich banker families, guess what? They gonna be destroyed, man. They going straight to slavery. They gonna be the first fruits of slavery. Since they like being the first, well, guess what? Y'all gonna be the first one in the hardcore slavery. Fucking devils. All right. This is prophecy that we're reading, man. Hey, I'm gonna keep reading. Verse 37. A sword is upon their chariot, their horses, right? One of their horses, their horses, and upon their chariots, right? That's spiritual, because that's what I want to go say. Because their chariots, like their jets, their helicopters, you know, they gonna fucking name the. Let me show y'all this. I'll show y'all this though. Check this out. It say the swords upon their chariots, right? See, I never noticed, but they named their equipment after the Gedites. It said the reason Army helicopters are named after the native tribes will make you smile. That the Army helicopters have a number of names you recognize immediately. Apache, Black Hawk, the Kiowa, Lakota, Comanche. They are also known as the names of Native American tribes. This is not a coincidence. The tribes and leaders, right? It's this was originally due to the Army Regulation 7028, which has since been rescinded. Today, the regulation is gone. Basically, they named uh, named their helicopters, their chariots, after native leaders and tribes. Man, I never, if you ever noticed, that's why you ever seen like Black Hawks. Everyone know about the famous. You play Call of Duty or something. They say, yeah, get on the Black Hawk or the Apache. They named their weapons after who they conquered, man. So guess what, man? And that's the shit I'm saying. This is a real devil, man. And when you read more into it, they what they did was they get the natives of today and to bless them every time they go to war, to like a major war scene, even of today. They will call like the leader of the Gadite tribe to dance around this Apache helicopter, or Reuben tribe to do like what you call a ceremony around it to give it his blessings, you know, because they know that the Gad and Reuben, they was a strong enemy, man. They was they're strong warriors. But the devil, they named their helicopters, their army weapons, after the names of who they conquered, man. So when we conquer y'all, what we gonna do? We just gonna burn y'all. We gonna work y'all 1,000 fucking years, hardcore fucking slavery, day in and day out. And guess what? We gonna read the prophecy and then burn. The Lord said he gonna burn y'all. He gonna put y'all to death by fire. Y'all gonna be obliterated. Y'all ain't gonna come back no more. We ain't gonna think about y'all no more. Fucking devils. So guess what? We ain't gonna name it because we ain't gonna think about y'all. We ain't gonna say, oh, this was no. You gonna be forgotten. You gonna be forgotten about. So it say, the sword is upon their horses and upon their chariots, right? Upon your helicopters, your fighter jets, your Acrobus, your Apache helicopters, and your Black Hawks. It say, and upon the mingled people that are in the midst of her, right? And the mingled people, right? And the heathens, because this is a mixed. That's why I say America is mixed, man. And their armies got all the tribes, got all the heathens. I got family members in the army. I remember one time my brother sent for me because he was stationed in Las Vegas, and I met a couple of his army people, his army dudes. Um, Shit, it was all types of. It was fucking Chinese, Asian, Jake, of course, all different tribes of Jake. Shit, man, you women. It was all type of. It was all races. It was fucking all types of. It was just a mix. It was literally every race is in the army, man, and that's in America. Every race is in America, man. Every nationality is in America. So these heathen nations, they all gonna have to get destroyed, man. All right. Um, it's a people that are in the midst of her, and they shall become as women. A sword is upon her treasure, and they shall be robbed. What's the treasure of America? Cause what's Slide here, brother. Cause what's the treasure of America? Uh, this crude oil. America had lost hope in money already. I can't say money. They didn't already drop that shit years ago. Niggas still think money is it's about that oil, man. That crude oil. Lord taking that away, man. All right. Their weapon system. What's their treasure? Their weapon system. Their military. Their might. That's what they put their trust in. Their chariots. Their horsemen. Their ways. Their philosophies. Their false gods. The Lord going to destroy all the treasures of America. You know, the Lord's name is not Jesus, man. Jesus, that so-called white man, that piece of shit devil, that Serapis, that not the Lord, man. Lord was a dark-skinned man with woolly hair, all right, with a tall man, strong, powerful. Eyes as his fire because he was mad. So Yahushua pleading the cause, man. This is Habakkuk. Let me get this in Habakkuk. We flowing through the spirit. This is Habakkuk 1:6. For lo, I rise up the Chaldees. The Chaldees once again. The original Chaldees was none but from a Hamite nation, right? But the Chaldees was known as the Magi's, was known as the wizards, and that's what these people is. As the magicians, that bitter and hasty nature, but the modern day, once again, the white man who go over, who run around taking people nationalities, run around incorporating themselves with other races, which shall march through the breadth of the land to possess the dwelling places that are not theirs. Right, their foreign policies, they go to these different lands, and that's why every race is here. They go through the different lands. First, he go to a different land and destroy them. Then befriend them and say, hey, let's do some money deals. Then set up a puppet, set up a proxy, set up a puppet. He go over there. He destroyed the so-called leader that was originated there. He fucking obliterate him, right? Then he found some average Joe of their race and set him up as a leader, right? As a puppet leader. And then he set up a proxy army. And now he got fully control of that country, all right? He control all the affairs of that country now, all right? Salakia. Oh, shit. Fuck this shit, wake up. All right. So, look, man. I'm going to close off with Psalm 7 and 10. He said, Psalm 7 and 15, he made a pit and digged it and is falling into the ditch which he made. Yeah, the Lord Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua is controlling you, fucking dumbass devil. Just like Pharaoh, he thought he was in control, but he wasn't. Just like all these other leaders thought they was in control, but you wasn't. He made a pit. You did that, and you gonna fall in your own pit, man. All right, nuclear missiles, 200 missiles gonna hit America, man. With that shalom.